Hi everyone, it's James Gurry, Managing Director of Aureka here, and today we're announcing a binding toll milling agreement signed with the owners of the Wedderburn gold processing mill. The agreement covers not only our Comstock project, which is 45 kilometres away from Wedderburn, but also any Aureka nominated project. So obviously we might be able to consider it for other options in the future. The details of the agreement are commercially sensitive. However, they will be firmed up as we deliver our feasibility studies in relation to Comstock and other projects. But in general, it's a cost plus margin basis agreement, and we have the ability to fund capital upgrades to the mill and/or tailings facilities should they be required. So remember, your company's got a lot of ounces, now 455,000 ounces, and no mill. This certainly addresses that question. Now, the shared objective of the owners of the mill and Aureka is to more fully utilise the current capacity of that Wedderburn mill. There's plenty of capacity for what we've got planned at Comstock. Hence, there's that cost plus margin arrangement. The mill has gravity and flotation recovery with wet and dry stack tailings facilities on site. And as I mentioned, we have the ability to sponsor mill expansions and improvements. Now, these might include processing particular needs of Aureka ore, including additional crushing circuits, a CIL plant, additional enhanced gravity separation, and additional tailing storage facilities should they be required. So you will recall that recently we confirmed the road and the ramp access into our Comstock pit, which is fantastic. Then we put forward the small production license in relation to that Comstock pit. And now we've got a binding toll milling agreement with our friends at the Wedderburn mill, just 45 kilometres away. Now, in those 45 kilometres, there's standard public roads that are currently used for heavy agricultural and industrial uses, including the heavy haulage of hay and grain activities. So we think that the roads are very adequate for what we have planned at Comstock at the moment. Now remember, this is a big step forward for us, because if we had have applied for our own milling license or mining license with a mill, that would have taken years. We understand that the licenses related to Wedderburn took between 7 and up to 9 years to get to where they've got to today. So for us to take advantage of that is a really, really big benefit for us and our shareholders. So overall, this is another huge step forward for Aureka. We're really setting up quite nicely now for the business case at Comstock. And just remember, the agreement does also potentially cover other projects within our portfolio. So as we've mentioned in the ASX release, we will do a bit of a concept study in relation to the Irvine project near Stall to see what economic parameters might make it feasible to truck ore that far. Now, it wouldn't be impossible, given that the Wedderburn mill itself, they currently receive ore from over 100 kilometres away. So if you have any further questions, please let us know. But it's a terrific step forward today to have a binding milling agreement in place for Aureka and its projects throughout Victoria, and in particular the Comstock gold and silver project at St Arnaud. If you have any questions, please get in touch, but we look forward to bringing you more updates very soon.